This week on the podcast, Carrie and I are playing a game of Would You Rather Disney Edition. The only problem, we can't seem to stay on topic, and we can't seem to agree on the rules of how we answer the questions. Well, sometimes you just gotta laugh, and we do a lot of it. Stay tuned to hear more. You're listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. Hi, I'm Francine.
And I'm Carrie.
We're two best friends who can't stop talking, usually about Disney stuff.
Sometimes we have fascinating guests, and sometimes it's just us, but it's always positive and fun.
We're happy to have you join our chat. Thanks for listening, and let's get started. Well, hello, pal.
Hello.
How are you?
Francine.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good. Carrie, I don't know what's going on, but we got some feedback about last week's podcast. I actually had a couple people reach out.
Good stuff or like?
Well, yeah, good stuff and stuff. I had a few people message and just say, you know, you were cracking me up, or like that, you know, because we're just silly. But I did. You know what? I had one of our listeners reach out, Audra. I hope I'm saying her name right, Audra. They live in Toronto. She's asking if we ever have meetups. She's not far from me.
You want to meet up like next Thursday at the Tim Hortons on...
we didn't talk specific addresses, but like, you know how in Toronto, like there's Greektown, China, yeah, like neighborhoods, right? So yeah, she's
in a neighborhood near you.
Yeah, she's not far. She says, yeah, she asked if we ever do meetups, and she's been listening to the podcast for a while, and you know, thank you for doing such a good job. So thank you to both of us. I think she's enjoying it. And she said the interview with the man who had thousands of Mickeys was really fascinating.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And you know what? My nephew reached out and said the same thing, that he really enjoyed that episode with Paul. Yeah.
Yep. A few people had messaged me too to say that it was a great one.
Yeah.
If we still had Disney stores, we could have Toronto meetups, because we would sort of have meetups at the Disney stores every time we went in, because we would meet up with people.
Well, unintentionally though, we'd be in the Disney store, and then we'd be like, "Oh, hello," and there would be people every time we went to the Disney store at Scarborough Town Center. Yeah. We'd run into someone from Pixie Dust Fan.
That's what, like, there's not much Disney to find, right?
Well, where else are you going to be?
And I have a bit of a confession. I didn't get to check in with Mandy Sparkle Shiny Love about our wearing white after Labor Day. Pondering we had. So I did talk to somebody else, someone who, in my opinion, her entire life has been a bit of a fashion forward woman.
Oh, excellent. So you got an expert opinion on fashion sense. And what did they say?
I got a message from my Aunt Carol this morning. And I'll read it.
Hi, Aunt Carol.
It says, "Good morning. Just listen to podcast 155. You gals are crazy." Thank you very much. That's what I strive for.
Thank you.
And then here comes the advice, now that she's just told us we're crazy. Yes, you can wear white after Labor Day. You wear what makes you feel good. There is a lot of winter white clothing. So the new Winnie the Pooh white cream purse is a yes. Call it winter white. There you go.
Oh, I like that. Winter white. Thank you, Aunt Carol.
So you're okay to buy the purse and wear it September 15th.
Buy the purse and wear it. I can wear it in September and October.
Exactly.
That's good to know. Thank you, Aunt Carol. See, you've got some good advice. I did have someone else reach out. Amy reached out and said, "Yeah, of course you can. If it's a purse or like a shirt." But people were talking about like white pants. Who wears white pants? Can you imagine if I had white pants? Everything I eat and drink would be all over them, right? It's kind of like I don't even think I own a white t-shirt, because I drop things. Like, I need clothes that hide when you drop stuff. That's why I like patterns on my shirts, because then it kind of hides. because I have a shirt from Castaway Cay, and it's bugging me because it's like a really nice, thin, kind of flowy shirt. And it has, you know, the Disney Cruise Line logo and a little Mickey in the middle. And right above the Mickey, I don't know what I dropped on it, but it's almost like an oil. So there's like this oil stain. And it's not like I eat salad or anything regularly, so I can't imagine what I dropped on it.
French fry or a chicken nugget or something.
It could have been one of those. It's like this big oil stain right above the ears, so it's so noticeable.
And
so that was a sidebar conversation about why I don't wear white.
I also have another confession.
Oh my goodness, you're just full of them. Get them all off your chest now, Carrie.
I don't even know why I said earlier, like, my day was great or I was great, because I did it. I think you're just used to. I think you're just used to saying that, like, how's everything great? But
well, most people say fine, but you always go for the gusto with great.
Well, so
sorry, go on.
I have to apologize because I did jinx something, and I kind of ruined our Disneyland trip.
Yeah, you did.
So
it's all you. This is 100% all you. Because even when you said it, you said, I'm going to jinx it. Watch, I'm going to jinx it. And then you did.
In May, when I was at Walt Disney World, they had the Main Street Electrical Parade Mickey ears. And, of course, as I usually do, my first instinct was like a little grumpy because they shouldn't be selling Disneyland merchandise at Walt Disney World, right?
Right.
It's
so
like,
that first ticked you off.
But then I was like, but they are really nice ears and they glow in the dark. And wouldn't it be awesome that Fran and I can wear these ears? And I didn't buy them right away. I said to my travel companion, I said, I really want to get those ears for me and Fran, but I'm afraid if I get them, I'm going to jinx it. And the Mickey's, the Main Street Electrical Parade isn't going to be there when we go. They've said for a limited time only, and I'm afraid if I buy these ears, that's what's going to happen. And that it
won't be there when we go for Expo but it was only till September. How far off in September? It said
limited time. It just said limited time. They didn't say summer. They didn't say whatever. But
they celebrated the 50th anniversary for 18 months.
So anyways, I decided in the end at the last minute to buy these stinking ears for us. And guess what came out today?
I love the ears.
Yeah,
I love the ears.
We're never going to get to wear them at the Main Street Electrical Parade. So today they announced that...
Who are you kidding? It'll be coming back to Walt Disney World, I'm sure.
But they'll be Disneyland ears.
Anyways, that you bought in Walt Disney World.
I jinxed it. Everybody that has a trip after September 2nd that is disappointed that the Main Street Electrical Parade is ending on September 2nd, it's my fault, and I apologize because I
Carrie's
jinxed
fault.
it. And you
at
laugh at me
crazy on Instagram. Let her know how you feel.
I jinxed it. So it was kind of a sad day. Like, I sent you like 10 million sobbing face emojis when I saw the news.
Because I was working. I was like, what on earth is the matter? What's going on?
I just had this idea. I just pictured us on Main Street watching it like 5 times when we were there, wearing our ears, you know, and you love it so much. I was so excited that you were going to get to see it. And now hopefully our trip isn't ruined.
It ends on September 1st is the last performance, right?
1st or 2nd, and we arrive on the 5th. Immediately, I did check
Did you check flights? Did you check flights?
I did check to see if there was any park pass reservations, and there was. And for a small moment, I wanted to cancel one of the ones for our trip and move it to that day just in case. We found a way to show up a couple days early, but I didn't. I thought, Carrie, you know, you jinxed this. You deserve this. You better behave next time.
You don't deserve
no more of this
this
silliness.
You don't deserve this.
So that's
But you are going to get to go to the Oogie Boogie. So it's almost like a trade-off. You've wanted to go to this Oogie Boogie Bash forever.
Sure, you're just trying to butter me up here. I know.
You've been talking about this Oogie Boogie for so long.
I know, but it was going to be perfect. Oogie Boogie, Main Street Electrical Parade, Disneyland Forever, my return to the world of color.
I know.
It was going to be epic.
And we're staying in the Disneyland resort.
Exactly. But I do expect that they're going to have, I don't know if they'll just bring back one of the old fireworks for a couple days, but I would expect that maybe the new fireworks are going to be part of the expo. Like they'll be coming, they'll be announced and they'll be like, come to Disneyland.
Here they are.
Here they are. Maybe they'll do that. Maybe not. But maybe they will. That's kind of an expo thing to do.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Anyways, So
at Muppet Crazy, you can let her know how you feel about it.
how mad you are that I jinxed it for everybody that's going there in the fall. I learned my lesson. I told you, I totally believe in the jinxes.
But I love the ears. I love the ears.
Yeah.
So thank you. We'll wear them when it's at Walt Disney.
We're going to have to just put it on YouTube, watch a video on YouTube. Next time I come over,
I'm bringing the ears.
We're going to dim the lights. We're going to put it on YouTube. We'll sit on the big TV and we'll just we'll wear our ears as we should have.
There you go. We could do that.
Anyways.
There you go. Oh my gosh, Carrie. Well, there's a prelude to a podcast.
What are we talking about?
I thought it would be fun if we did a Would You Rather again, sort of. I think the last time we did this or that or something like that. But I found this thing. I don't know how. Every once in a while, I go on and Google Disney podcasts to see if we come up. Like, there's like 1,001 Disney podcasts, I swear. So every once in a while, I go on and I Google it and to see if we come up. Anyway, I ended up down some Google rabbit hole of, lots of people do this or that, and how do you feel, and blah, blah, blah. And then I found this Would You Rather question. And it was under like party and drinking games. And I thought some of the questions were fun. So I wanted to ask you them. And yeah, so I was just going to ask you them. So it's kind of like a Would You Rather episode.
Great.
Disney edition. What do you think? What do you think?
I don't think I have a choice in the matter.
Well, you don't. Because some of it's fun. It's fun stuff, right? Okay. So I'm going to, and then we can discuss.
Okay.
And then, right? And then the people listening are going to yell at us.
Yeah.
Because
message us and tell us we don't know what we're talking about.
Pretty much. Okay. Question. Would you rather watch new Disney or classic Disney? Like the new Disney movies or like old classic Disney movies like Snow White, Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland? Or would you prefer some of the new ones?
New ones. Easy. Because of the music.
You're really going to make this hard, right? Because she's just like, that's it. I'm going to say, do you want new or old? And she'll go new.
New.
And that's it.
New. That's it.
Because of the music.
Yeah.
But the old ones have music too.
Yeah, you didn't really shake your tail feather like you do for the new movies.
What about like Mary Poppins though? You did.
Yeah, but you said Snow White and Cinderella. Like if we're gonna talk live action,
but even Snow White, Whistle While You Work.
Yeah, you hear those songs everywhere.
So okay, all right, I'll give you it. All right.
Are you gonna watch the old movies?
I like the old ones. Although I like the new. I like them all.
Again, this is me and you. We like them all. We'll do it both. Can't we listen to both? Can't we do one and then the other?
Here's the question.
Yes.
Would you rather be Cinderella or Snow White?
Oh, good grief.
What? You have to pick one.
Do I have to pick one? I don't want to be either of them.
You don't want to be either?
No.
How come?
Okay. No, I thought about it.
Why? What's wrong with both of them? What?
I don't really identify with these princesses. I never have. Ever.
Well, we've discussed why I don't identify, but go on. Which one would you rather be?
I think I would like to be Snow White, but not like the cartoon Snow White. Like the Snow White that
from Once Upon a Time?
From Once Upon a Time, yeah.
Oh, you'd like to be her. What's her name? Oh,
Snow. They just call her Snow. Jennifer Goodwin.
Yes, Snow. Okay, why
Ginny
her?
Goodwin. Because
Why her?
I like that character. I like how she is. I like how she's strong. I like how Charming, who's the namesake of my cat, Prince Charming. That's why my cat is named Prince Charming. Not because of Prince Charming in the cartoon. He's named Charming after the Charming from
Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time from Once.
Oh my gosh.
She's awesome. She takes care of everything. She keeps Charming's just arm candy. She keeps everything together, and she keeps the story moving. She's the heroine.
She's everything.
She's everything. And
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. I think I would like to be Snow White, the original, the OG, because of all the animals.
Because of her hair?
Oh, I love her hair.
I guess
would
it would be
love
nice
to have
to be
jet
able to
black
talk to
hair.
talk to animals would be cool too. I never thought of that.
Yeah, I think it would be really cool. Yeah.
But what about Gus and...
I do love them, but
Gus
I do
and-
love them and Jack.
Jack.
It's I don't know. Yeah, I mean I love them, but there's just more with Snow White.
See, I don't want to
There's
be
just
either.
more of
Like,
them.
I don't like wearing dresses, so I don't like that they always got to wear dresses.
Well, yeah, no, I don't wear dresses either.
I don't like, I don't like that part of being a princess.
The dresses.
Yeah. And looking all coiffed all the time, like, I'm not interested.
Okay. All right, Carrie.
Don't you love how I always make you regret these ideas?
I do. I seriously do. And then I'm going to ask you this one, and I don't even know if you know enough to answer this question. Would you rather be on Phineas and Ferb or Gravity Falls?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, Gravity Falls, isn't that the one from Up?
I don't know. No. Up. Gravity Falls is like a television show. It's a cartoon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then here I am. I was saying Phineas and
good
Ferb
grief.
versus the thing from Up. Yeah. Did you ever watch Phineas and Ferb?
I watched Phineas and Ferb a few times,
love
and I think
Phineas
it's
and Ferb.
hilarious, but I just did not watch it
gosh.
because I was not interested in those types of cartoons when that was popular. But I did watch it a few times, like Dr. Doofenshmirtz or whatever.
Evil Incorporated.
It's pretty funny. Like it definitely makes me
gosh.
laugh. But I've only watched it a few times, so yeah, we destroyed that question. All right,
I
Moving
love
on.
Phineas and Ferb though. I've watched so many of them. They make me laugh. Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say, don't they have a sister? Like, isn't there a sister in it too? Like
Candace. Yeah.
That's all.
And she's always getting, every time she tries to get Phineas and Ferb in trouble, and the mom never sees it.
No,
You don't.
didn't watch it.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz
I just know that I remember that guy. He was funny.
and Perry the Platypus.
Oh, that's where he's from. Perry the
The whole
Platypus.
show, Perry the Plat. Oh my goodness.
No.
Okay. All
So
right.
definitely you picked that one over the incorrect reference to.
Yes, I love Phineas and Ferb. I think they had the coolest summers, and I love their theme song. There's 101 days of summer vacation. No, okay,
Oh God, nothing here.
nothing here.
Nothing.
Would you rather be an animal on The Lion King or The Little Mermaid?
Like a supporting character. We're talking
Why can't you just ever like
the gazelles, like the gazelles.
You could be the gazelles. You could be a meerkat. You could be what was the my favorites, the shenzi and
The hyenas.
hyenas. You could be one of those. You could be like a guppy in the Little Mermaid. You could be a crab.
These are great questions.
You could be a crab.
I'm gonna pick Lion King because I've always wanted to go to Africa.
That's your... oh.
That's my answer.
That's your answer because you wanted to go to Africa.
Are you gonna pick mermaid because you just love seafood so much?
Well, they don't eat each other, so I would. I feel like the Lion King. I don't think I'd want to be an animal in the Lion King because it's all about the circle of life, and it's kind of scary. Everybody's dying or trying to kill each other, and
nobody's safe. No.
I think I'd just be swimming. I like swimming around in the ocean.
I'm not that strong a swimmer, but maybe if I was in the Little Mermaid, I would be. If I was a fish, I would be. I would be a strong swimmer.
If you were a fish, I hope so.
I probably want to be like one of the, like an annoying seagull or something. Or
oh my gosh!
I don't think there's any cats in that movie, so yeah, definitely not the Little Mermaid for me. No,
there's really no. There's a dog in the Little Mermaid, but there's no cat.
I can't remember that dog's name.
I don't think there's any cats in. Oh, I guess the lion.
Yeah, there is.
Okay. Okay, this one's an easy one. I
hope.
Would you rather work at Monsters, Inc. or at Gusteau's?
Oh, good grief. Well, first off, definitely not Monsters, Inc. because I've been a scaredy cat since I was a little kid, and there's no way I'm going to be working somewhere where monsters are scaring people. Whether it's to fill up the scare canisters or not, I saving the monster universe. No way, no how. So yeah, I guess that's.
You'd be working at Gusteau's?
I'd be working. Well, I've always wanted to go to Paris as well, so that makes sense to me.
Oh, there you go. So there, you need to go to Paris.
Gusteau's. I can check out lots of art galleries when I'm done my shifts. Good food. There's probably good leftovers. Maybe they give you a discount. Maybe you get a staff discount.
Would you have like a little Vespa to drive around?
Absolutely.
I think you should do that. We should do that one weekend. Is like rent a little Vespa.
Oh yeah, that's a real good idea.
Just don't drive it on the streets of Toronto. The bikes drive me crazy.
I can barely back out of my driveway on garbage morning and not take out my recycling bins. And I'm going to drive a Vespa around town.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay.
Are you done?
I am.
Have we done enough of these yet, or are we going to still keep going?
No, because some of these are funny. Some of them are good. It's very thought provoking. Would you rather be a car in Cars or one of the emotions on Inside Out? And if you were one of the emotions, which one would you be?
I'm definitely not picking an emotion. I'm going to pick a car. Because I like Radiator Springs. Again, because I love the desert. And if there could be anywhere I'd like to be, I'd like to be in the desert surrounded by cactus and I guess cars. So, for sure.
So you want to be a Cars so that you could be in the desert?
Yeah. That kind of follows in line with, wanting to work at Gusteau's so I could see Paris. I can relate all of these things to my travel
because you want to go to Africa.
Yeah, this is like it's another bucket list item.
When are you going to start checking some of these off?
I don't know. So what about you? Are you going to...
We need to do Chefs de France in Epcot while we're on that subject of like Paris and stuff. I need to eat there.
Oh, you haven't eaten there before?
No. But I hear it's good.
What are you going to do?
I'd be one of the emotions. Can you imagine how cool it would be to... How did you know I'd pick that?
Because you love that movie.
I do. I think it's so fascinating to think about these little people in your brain that just pull levers. Sometimes, like, when I'm at work, that's my favorite GIF, by the way, that I send people. I'll be on a meeting, like in a meeting or something, and somebody's saying something stupid, and they won't they just keep going and going. And then, I'll send the little gift to my friends in the meeting, the little anger guy, and he's huffing and puffing, and then all of a sudden his head blows off. That's me.
The flames.
But I don't want to be him.
Who you're going to be? Who are you going to pick?
I want to be Joy.
Yeah, I know.
I want to be Joy. Yeah, I want to be Joy. If I could be Joy, I'd be so happy.
Because you always have hope that there's always joy.
I try. But that's not how I live my day-to-day life. I try to be Joy, but I'm not. Most of the time, what's his name? No, sometimes I'm disgust. Sometimes a lot of times I'm anger. And what's the other guy? The one that's freaked out all the time. He's the one that's always nervous.
He's angst.
Angst. Yeah. That's usually who I am.
So 2 things.
But I want to be Joy.
Is 2 things. First off, I'm going to pick Sadness because I think she's hilarious. And if I had to be one of them, I want to be her. I so want to be her.
So I can just drag you around by your feet?
She's so funny. So if I had to pick one.
Yeah,
and
that's the one.
Aren't you afraid you're going to send this little cartoon to everybody instead of just the people you'd at work?
Yeah.
Have you ever done that before?
Yeah. Oh, I've sent the email to the wrong person. I've sent the wrong gift to the wrong people. Oh my gosh, my friend and I were complaining about, I think it was our boss, and we were messaging back and forth and while we were on a meeting with her, and then she was like, oh, can you just present your screen? So my friend pulls up the screen, and what's on the screen but our chat, and I'm like, Dan, delete.
Abort.
It was so bad.
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
Yeah, it happens. So yeah, I'd like to be Joy. Mm-hmm. All right. Would you rather spend all day eating food at Walt Disney World or be able to ride all the attractions only once?
What a silly question.
But it's a brain teaser.
Not really. I'd want to eat.
Would you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At Walt Disney. I think of this as Magic Kingdom.
Oh.
See?
I'll take the rides then.
Me too.
I don't know. I'd still like to eat. I could still list a bunch of things. It's kind of a silly question though. What on earth?
You get a whole day in the park. You can eat or you can do rides. You can't do both. Which one are you going to do?
I'm going to eat because I won't last all day if I'm on rides and I don't eat anything. I'm going to faint. Then they're going to have to call first aid, and then the ambulance going to have to come, and then I'm going to miss the rest of my trip because I didn't eat anything all day and I was on rides all day. And is this a park day in January where the park closes early?
Well, I know he's gotta have all these questions. It couldn't just be what's more important
I need to know to decide.
See, I like to come up with these fun little games just to chit chat about things. Carrie's got to qualify it all. By the way, if you ever do faint or whatever in the parks, you got to stay down so that they come.
So you can get some free stuff.
No, I think I told you that my sister fell. It was only 2 or 3 steps at Epcot once, right outside Soarin', those stairs right there. And I don't know, she missed her footing. And it was 2 or 3 steps she fell down. But she went down hard. And everybody was like, oh my God. And I'm like, Becky, stay down. Because then they'll come and they'll take you backstage, right? To get some first aid. But no, she had to get up. I'm like, stay on the floor. But she wouldn't. She was too embarrassed. I'm like, gosh, we could have got backstage. They could have been, yeah.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. So for me, I would do the attractions because I equate this to if I can only eat or ride attractions. I'm thinking that means that the attractions, I don't have to wait in line. I could just go once, walk on everything.
Yeah.
And the food at Magic Kingdom, I'm like, man.
I don't know. I still don't want to go and ride every attraction at Magic Kingdom. I think I go there all the time. What do I want to do? I want to sit around all day long. And then sitting around and eating sounds like a pretty sweet day to me.
No, if I could walk on all the attractions without waits, I'd hands down. Walk on Peter Pan, Come on.
Once. Just once, though.
Yeah, but then go walk on Space Mountain. Like, I would do Space Mountain if I could just walk right on.
I guess so.
Right? Splash,
that's good.
Thunder, Pirates, Jungle. Come on. I'd do them all. Yeah.
Well, you know what? You could ride all the rides, and then I'll eat all day, and then I'll be like, and then I'll save you some leftovers. Every time I eat, I'll be like, do you got a to-go container?
Do you have a cupcake to go
Would that
with
be breaking the rule? Would that be breaking the rules if you took the ride option? If you took the ride option,
I can't bring you any ride things back.
But I don't want them. I'm just saying, would this be an option if you took the ride option and I took the food option, and then I ate all day long, and then I asked for to-go containers, and then when I met up when you were running, if I was to say, hey, psst, here, have this half pretzel, like, it's not your choice. It's my choice, but I just happen to have some leftovers.
Carrie, seriously. You know, this is going to be one of those episodes where I'm going to be editing this and I'm going to be crying. Like, sometimes, like, our episodes sometimes they're not even funny. Like, it's dumb. And I think, this is so dumb, you should hear some of the dumb stuff I cut out.
We're dumb?
Like, but it's such dumb. And I'm,
such
like, crying. I'm crying while I'm editing.
Well,
okay,
maybe
this
we
is my
should
last.
Have just done the news.
It's too late.
We're gonna get some,
sailed.
after this episode. We're gonna get some. You guys really should do a news episode. We missed that.
Are you gonna have somebody back on? Do you have a guest coming?
Please.
I did reach out to TDR Explorer, but I never heard back from him.
Because he went to.
Is he still in Canada?
He's still traveling. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was in Florida for like
upset.
a month, and then sometimes people take time.
I don't get that. Like, if you send me an email or a message and it's been longer than 24 hours, it stresses me out.
Oh, good grief! Well, he's on vacation.
Okay, we'll give him that.
Yeah, follow him on Instagram. You'll see.
There's just so many people. I can't follow everybody.
Okay,
it's too much.
This last one done. Better be a good one.
What? It is. You're gonna love it. Carrie, would you rather be a character in Wreck-It Ralph or WALL-E?
Like, why would you pair Wreck-It Ralph and WALL-E? There's only two characters. How many characters are in WALL-E?
What do you mean, how many characters are in WALL-E? When they're on the planet thingy, there's all the characters up there.
The bit what is it called? By and Large or whatever? All those people?
Big and Large? Is that it?
I don't know.
I haven't watched WALL-E in a long time. I feel like I need to rewatch it.
Yeah. What are my options again? What was the first one?
It was Wreck-It Ralph or WALL-E.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph, because then it could be a retro video game. I'd probably pick Miss Pac-Man.
That's who you'd be?
She's got a little, she's sassy, and
That's who you'd be?
She has a little bit of rouge and some, whatever, like,
oh
but
my
then,
gosh.
but she doesn't have to wear a dress, right? She doesn't wear a dress.
She doesn't have any clothes on. She's just a head. She's just a big mouth with a bow on top.
I think she wears heels, too.
She doesn't have anything. Okay. So Carrie's going to be
that's what I'm going to be.
Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, because I don't know I think that she's in the second one, right? When they have all the video games.
When Ralph breaks the internet. Mm-hmm. I love that movie. That's such a good movie.
I liked it. It's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'd be in Wreck-It Ralph, too.
Oh, you're not going to choose WALL-E?
Well, no. So WALL-E, my initial thought was I would choose WALL-E because I would love to just be that big guy who sits and eats and drinks his milkshakes,
like when you
watching TV all
that's
day.
The only other one that I thought. I'm like, so
I know, right? Can you imagine just
then
being him and your little chair floats around? But it's like the epitome of laziness. I'd love to be him for a bit. But no, I think I'd like to be on Wreck-It Ralph, and I'd like to be a video game character too. Only I wouldn't be like Miss Pac-Man. I'd love to be Mario. Or Luigi. I could be either.
I could be Luigi.
But they run, they jump, they have like flying, dinosaurs?
Yes, it sounds tiring. Like Miss Pac-Man, she just speed walks, right? We just got...
Yeah, but that's what these guys, they can go for hours and hours and hours and they don't tire. You just go get a mushroom, you get bigger, and then you don't have to run as fast because you get bigger legs.
Oh, good grief.
Oh, good grief.
Boy, that was fun.
You don't... Carrie, I had a whole bunch of others, but, like, would you rather have Jasmine's pet or Merida's pet?
Why didn't you ask that one?
Okay, well, I'm asking you. There you go. There's one. There's one.
Jasmine? Because it's Raja.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a pet tiger?
Somebody who wants a horse. Oh my gosh. See, we're gonna be laughing for 20 minutes and I get to cut it out. And now we're both crying. Oh, okay. I gotta... Oh, compose yourself, Carrie. That's it. We gotta stop.
That happens when we're very tired.
This is what happens.
And we desperately need to laugh.
Carrie's not prepared with questions. We don't know what we're going to say. And then, honestly, this is... Outside of podcast recording, sometimes this is what Carrie and I's conversations are like just our regular conversations. Oh, you know what this is?
Till just the podcast.
No, it happens all the time. But you know what this is, Carrie? This is the prime example when people say, I like them because they don't take themselves too seriously. This is it.
Yep.
Okay, I thought it was fun.
It was fun.
See? I made you laugh. Yes. Or you made me laugh. I don't know which one. Okay. Carrie. Podcast.
Yes, that's what we're on present.
Pixie Dust. Pixie Dust. What's your Pixie Dust of the week?
Well, it seems after all the silliness to just jump right into my Pixie Dust, but I've got a few things so I have to let me I'm gonna pick. I've got
Show
so
off.
many. Let me put my hand in the Pixie Dust jar and pull one out.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so my Pixie Dust is that I got new contact lenses.
Oh, you can see.
And I can see. So I didn't just get contact lenses. I always wear contact lenses since grade 9. I wear contact lenses every single day. I wear glasses only when I absolutely have to wear glasses. But I've been wearing readers. And
you've got some nice readers.
So I can give the readers that I borrowed from you in October when we were on our trip, I can give them back to you now because the contact lenses that I got have bifocals inside them.
Welcome to old age.
I don't care about being old anymore because I can see.
Because you can see.
So these
wait a minute. So
magical contact lenses, I don't know how they work. I asked my eye doctor and he just laughed at me. So I was at the eye doctor's appointment. So I usually, I wear my readers, but I don't really need them. Like my day to day, like I can go to my desk here and my desk at work and I really don't need them. But I was putting them on sometimes just because, and I'd wear them more than I needed to probably or whatever. But I could easily get away throughout the days without even wearing them. But what was happening was because we're always looking on our phones, I was having a hard time seeing my phone. Like if I didn't have to look at my phone 70,000 times a day, then I probably wouldn't need readers quite yet. But I was finding that over the last couple of weeks, I can barely type. I can barely see my phone screen. Like you should see some of the messages. Well, you probably saw some of them. I probably sent some of them to you. Like some of the messages I was sending people was absolutely ridiculous. So I finally called my doctor and I was like, I think it's time. Because I had heard about these contact lenses and I've always wanted to try them. So at the eye doctor, he has me have my glasses on because I knew I was going to be there for contacts. And he's like, he gives you the little card that's got like the 5 levels of like tiny, tiny, tiny print. And I couldn't even read the biggest one when I had it an arm's length from me.
Ouch.
Ouch is right. And then he's like, yo, Care Bear, pop these babies in. So I popped them in, and he's like, now look. And I looked down, and I could read the smallest print with these contacts
Carrie,
in.
that's amazing.
Immediately.
But
the best ever.
Bifocals on the glasses is the bottom half of your glass.
Yeah,
so
and they have them now.
How does it work?
I don't know. Like in the glasses now, they have bifocals. They have trifocals. They're all like blended in. I don't know how it works. But he said,
but you're supposed to look down when you're wearing your glasses. But how do you look down when you're wearing contacts?
You don't.
Because the contact goes with your eyeball.
Magical. I don't know how they work. I think they might be like. I don't know how they work. All I'm telling you is that I popped them in. I jumped in my car, I drove home, and then I've been wearing them ever since. I've had no problems getting used to them. And my eye doctor was saying, like, because I was worried that so many people have told me they've tried them and they can't wear them. So I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to wear them.
Yeah.
But my doctor said, like, it's kind of the opposite, because the people, like, when you get bifocals and trifocals, you have to learn how to, like, move your head for every situation, right? You can't just look, because you have to like move your head and look a certain way to wherever your glasses, whatever. But he said with these ones, you just move your eyes. And I'm like, yeah, you do, because it's working. So I don't know how.
It's amazing.
Like I said, they're magic. And
it's amazing.
And I'm so glad that I actually like was fed up after a couple weeks and actually made the appointment and didn't procrastinate any longer than I would, like I usually do.
Yes.
That I called, I got the appointment, I went in, I walked out.
What happens when you just go and do it?
It's awesome. So it
was,
yeah, that was my Pixie. I was so excited.
That's I remember it was pretty like, whoa. Yeah. I think it's awesome. Best. You can see.
I can always see, but I had to have readers on and off, on and off.
Yeah.
And then you got to carry them everywhere. Like, heaven forbid you go somewhere and you don't have them if you need to read a label or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So, well, that's when I use the magnifying glass on my phone.
Yeah. But what happens? Yeah, I guess with your phone, you just zoom it in bigger. Like, what happens when you can't see your phone?
I take my readers everywhere now. I just wear them all the time.
Yeah, that's a pain in the butt. See, when you've worn contacts your entire, like, I've never worn glasses my entire life. Having to put glasses on and off is a pain in the butt. So
yeah, I've never worn contacts.
Like, my eye doctor was like, when you've worn contacts your whole life, he's like, yeah, like, why you absolutely should do this.
Yeah.
Like, why on earth would you?
Glasses are just a pain.
Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty excited because I was really worried that it wasn't going to work. But I think because I've worn contacts my whole life, that's why it makes it easier. Maybe the people that I've had a number of people tell me they tried them and they didn't like them, and I wonder if it's because they mostly wore glasses and they tried to.
That's probably what it is. They went from like glasses right into like bifocal contacts,
and they never wore
instead of gradual. Yeah.
So, anyways, what's your pixie dust? Beat that one. What's your pixie dust?
My pixie dust?
Yeah.
Freedom. That's terrible. If my sister's listening, she's going to be so mad. It's good news. My sister everybody knows what was going on with my sister. And just a few days ago, she stayed home by herself. So after bone marrow transplant, you get sent home after all the chemo, radiation. Like you've got all these pills in your stream, and you can't be alone. And they tell you the first 100 days are critical. But especially that first stretch when you come home from the hospital, you can't be by yourself. So it's been 7 months since my sister was diagnosed. So it's been a long stretch, and we were staying with her. Me and my nephew were taking turns staying with her 24/7, and my other sisters were shuttling her to appointments and stuff. Anyway, a couple nights ago, she stayed overnight by herself. And yeah, so we kind of now just go back and help with things around the house and things that she needs help with, but she's doing well enough to be on her own.
That's awesome.
Isn't it awesome?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited. Well, for her, obviously, I'm very proud of her and excited for her. But you know what it also means, Carrie? I can travel. It's time.
I thought you were going to say you could buy groceries.
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, I bought groceries. Because that's the other thing. You don't realize when you're living out of a bag or you don't really have a schedule. You can't buy groceries. It's hard to do. So I bought like a full week's worth of groceries because I knew I'd be home for the whole week, which is great. But yes, now it's time to travel. And of course, as soon as this happened, I got a new project at work that kicked off, which is totally messing up any plans for travel. But I'm hoping to figure that out. And I don't know, maybe I'll go in a couple of weeks.
Did you say phooey? Phooey work, phooey.
Oh, yeah. Picture anger in the head popping off. And I think my boss probably wishes I had said phooey to her. But I'm going to figure it out. And if it means I got to work from there, so be it. I don't care. I need to get to Disney.
Awesome. Bye.
Yeah, so that's coming up.
Excellent.
I'm going to figure that out soon. So Pixie Dust and my sister's doing really well. And hopefully in a month or so, she's going to be able to get her COVID vaccine and start getting some of her other vaccines.
And then she'll be traveling.
Yeah.
Cool.
So very exciting. Yes.
Very, very.
Carrie, I know this is not your favorite to do these Would You Rathers, but I think it was fun. I want to hear, you know what? I want our listeners to send us some quizzes or something that they want us to do, because I think it would be fun. I always think these things are funny. Right?
Yep.
And if you get a chance and you've listened this long, please, share this with somebody else who you think might enjoy it, who just needs a little silliness in their day. And thank you again all for listening, and we'll see you next week. No, bye-bye?
No. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode.
Make sure you're following us on your favorite podcast player so you'll get a new episode every week. And find us on social media too. We'd love to hear from you.
Till next time, remember, you are never too old to be young. Chase your dreams and design your own happily ever after.